As a result of the ongoing Syrian civil war, there are currently two governments claiming to be the de jure government of Syria, using different flags to represent the state. The incumbent government, led by Bashar al-Assad and the Ba'ath Party, is using the red-white-black United Arab Republic flag in use since 1980. While the Syrian Interim Government, led by the Syrian National Coalition seeking to overthrow the Assad government readopted the green-white-black independence flag in 2012. Flag used by the Assad government, the current flag was first adopted in 1958 to represent Syria as part of the United Arab Republic, and was used until 1961. It was readopted in 1980. Since its first adoption, variations of the red-white-black flag have been used in various Arab unions of Syria with Egypt, Libya, Sudan, Yemen and Iraq. Although Syria is not part of any Arab state union, the flag of the United Arab Republic was readopted to show Syria's commitment to Arab unity. The usage of the flag has become disputed because it is often associated with the Ba'ath Party and has come to represent parties loyal to Assad's government in the Syrian civil war. The Syrian flag is described in Article 6 of the Syrian Constitution. The first paragraph of the article states, "The flag of the Syrian Arab Republic consists of three colors, red, white and black, with two green stars, of 5 angles each. The flag is rectangular, with its width measuring 2/3 of its length. It is divided into 3 rectangles of identical dimensions and have the same length as the flag. The upper one is red, the middle being white and the bottom one is black, with the 2 green stars in the middle of the white rectangle." Flag used by the Syrian National Coalition and Syrian Interim Government. During the ongoing civil war, the Syrian opposition, represented by the Syrian National Council, then by the National Coalition for Syrian Revolutionary and Opposition Forces, used the same independence flag first used in 1932. The independence flag began to be used as a universal display of the protesting opposition in late 2011. The opposition wanted to distinguish themselves from the current Syrian government and favored the use of the flag used when Syria gained its independence from France. Khaled Kamel, an official from the Syrian National Council, now believes this flag to also represent independence and the end of Bashar al-Assad's government. Today the flag is mainly used in areas controlled by the Syrian National Coalition. The use of the independence flag parallels the Libyan rebels' use of the pre-Gaddafi Libyan flag from the era of the Kingdom of Libya instead of Muammar Gaddafi's green flag. Historic flags of Syria, Kingdom of Syria. The first native Syrian flag was that of the short-lived Kingdom of Syria. The Ottoman flag had been used in Syria until Ottomans left the country on September 18, 1918. In 1918, the official flag of Syria was the Faisal flag, the flag of the Arab revolt between 1916 and 1918. It was officially adopted by the Hashemite family on September 30, 1918 and remained in use until March 8, 1920. The Faisal flag was then redesigned with a 7-pointed white star and was in use until July 24, 1920. This flag was, however, adopted by Jordan somewhat later. The kingdom lasted for just over 4 months in 1920 before being occupied by France and formally incorporated into the French colonial empire for some 12 years. Due first to French stalling with regard to signing an independence treaty, then followed by the chaotic political environment of World War II, Syria continued to be factually occupied to varying degrees. The last French troops left Syria in August 1946. French Mandate flags. The Faisal flag was abandoned with the arrival of French colonials to Syria. The French High Commissioner for Syria, General Henri Gouraud, adopted the new flag of the French Mandate of Syria on July 24, 1920. Gouraud's flag was in use until September 1, 1920, after which Syria was split into separate territories, each eventually given its own flag. The Prime Minister of Syria under French Mandate, Jamal al-Alshi, adopted the new flag on June 22, 1920. This flag was in use until 1930. The third and final flag under the French Mandate was adopted by Prime Minister Taj al-Din al-Hassani in 1930 and was used until January 1, 1932. Independence flag, French mandate and independence. The flag of the newly established Syrian Republic, under the French mandate, was determined by the 1930 Constitution. The Constitution was drafted by a parliamentary committee led by nationalist leader Ibrahim Haneynou. At first, French authorities refused to allow the Constituent Assembly to ratify the Constitution, and Henri Ponsot, the High Commissioner of the Levant, dissolved the Assembly on February 5, 1929. After a public uproar, French authorities rescinded their decision and decided to approve the draft with some changes. On May 14, 1930, Ponsot issued Decree No. 3111, which approved the Syrian drafted Constitution of the Syrian Republic, and which in Article 4 of Part 1 states, "The Syrian flag will be as follows, length double width, and is divided into 3 parallel and equal colors, the highest green, white then black, that the white section contains in a straight line 3 red 5-pointed stars." The flag was adopted when Syria gained its independence on April 17, 1946. The flag's green color stood for the Rashidun, white represented the Umayyads and black symbolized the Abbasids. Originally, the 3 red stars represented the 3 districts of Syria, Aleppo, Damascus, and Deir ez-Zor. In 1936, the Sanjak of Latakia and Jebel Druze were added to Syria, and the representation of the 3 stars was changed, with the first representing the districts of Aleppo, Damascus and Deir ez-Zor, the second Jebel Druze, and the final star representing Sanjak of Latakia. The flag was officially hoisted in Damascus on June 11, 1932, but was previously flown in Aleppo on January 1, 1932. The flag was used as a symbol for Syrians to rally around when France reneged on its agreement to leave the country, due to the outbreak of World War II. The standard was used until the creation of the United Arab Republic, a state union of Syria and Egypt, in 1958. After the collapse of the United Arab Republic, Syria used the UAR's flag until September 28, 1961, when it was replaced by the independence flag to disassociate Syria from the former failed union. The Northist flags. The current 2-star flag of Syria was first adopted by Gamal Abd al-Nasser, President of Egypt and President of the United Arab Republic. The flag was changed from the former independence flag in April 1958 along with associated laws designed to create a greater Arab identity. The new flag took the colored red-white-black bands from the Arab Liberation flag, and the stars on the flag were changed from red to green in order to restore the pan-Arab colors. The 2 stars represented Egypt and Syria. After Syria left the UAR on September 28, 1961, the previous independence flag was readopted to disassociate Syria from the failed union. The first flag of Syria to be adopted by its Revolutionary Command Council following a Ba'athist coup d'état copyright at was adopted on March 8, 1963, and was used until January 1, 1972. In 1963, the Ba'athist regime came to power in Iraq as well, and the 2 Ba'athist governments began negotiations in Cairo in order to once again form a union between Egypt, Syria and Iraq. The process failed after the Iraqi Ba'athist government was overthrown in November 1963, but both Syria and Iraq did adopt a new flag to represent the union. This flag was not much different from the flag of the UAR, with only a change from 2 stars to 3, in order to represent the addition of Iraq to the federation. The 3 stars represented the unity of Egypt, Syria and Iraq, as well as 3 pillars of Ba'athism: unity, freedom, and socialism. President Hafez al-Assad adopted the new flag on January 1, 1972, as Syria joined Egypt and Libya in the Federation of Arab Republics. The green stars were replaced by the Hawk of Quraysh. The eagle held the ribbon with name of the federation, but unlike Egypt and Libya, Syria did not include its name on the coat of arms. This flag was an official flag during the October War in 1973. The federation was dissolved in 1977, but Syria continued to use the flag for the next 3 years. The flag was abrogated on March 29, 1980, and replaced by the current 2-star flag in order to show Syria's commitment to Arab unity. List of flags of Syria. Flags of Head of State, Mandate of Syria. Each of the states in the French Mandate of Syria had its own distinct flag. The Alexandretta Sanjak, which was a part of Aleppo state from 1920 to 1923, and later a part of the Alawite state from 1923 to 1938, did not have its own flag until it became independent as the Hatay state. See also, Coat of Arms of Syria, References. Bibliography, Gudazi, Jubanem Syria and Iran, Diplomatic Alliance and Power Politics in the Middle East. IB Torres. ISBN A9781845811274. Heidemann, Stephen. Authoritarianism in Syria, Institutions and Social Conflict, 1946–1970. Cornell University Press. ISBN A9780801429323. Lawson, Frederick H. Constructing International Relations in the Arab World. Stanford University Press. ISBN A9780804753722. King, Stephen J. The New Authoritarianism in the Middle East and North Africa. Indiana University Press. ISBN A9780253353979. Podde, Elie. The Decline of Arab Unity, The Rise and Fall of the United Arabic Republic. Sussex Academic Press. ISBN A9781902210209. Schumann, Christoph. Liberal Thought in the Eastern Mediterranean, Late 19th Century until the 1960s. Brill ISBN A9789004165489. Thomas, Martin. Empires of Intelligence, Security Services and Colonial Disorder After 1914. University of California Press. ISBN A9780720251175. Thompson, Elizabeth. Colonial Citizens, Republican Rights, Paternal Privilege, and Gender in French Syria and Lebanon. Columbia University Press. ISBN A978023110166610.